How's it going, everybody? It's just in time, and welcome to the mirror fucking universe that apparently we've landed in today. So I had this whole plan to, do the Supernatural Saturday and talk about like these awesome dreams that I have, and I'm totally gonna go into that at some point. But oh, son of a bitch. Where they make these little things so hard to fucking open sometimes. But, ever since the whole Supreme Court decision happened yesterday, I've been really shook up, honestly. I haven't been having a very easy time. Personally, I have issues with anxiety and depression, and I've had, wicked anxiety ever since yesterday. And, I realize I don't have a uterus, and so this doesn't really affect me. But if you think this doesn't affect you, you're fucking stupid. Because this affects absolutely everybody. And, your right to privacy, your future rights, my future rights, the, status of my fucking marriage. There's a lot of shit at play right now. And it's really hard not to take it extremely personally. Just a couple hours after, I'm so sorry. I'm literally shaking. But it's just kind of my stress level's kind of been out the roof. Yesterday, after they released their little fucked up decision, Clarence Thomas said that, it's probably a good idea that we revisit other cases like gay marriage. So, that really, whenever I read that, it really just kind of, it's hard to talk about it, it really shook me to my core. I'm 41. I grew up in the bigoted 90s, where we were just trying to figure out how to stand up for ourselves, and, fucking AIDS was ravaging our community. There was a lot of shit going on in the 90s, and, I'm just gonna let that sit there. I'm not overdosing myself. It's just the last of this bottle, and I'm just gonna let it sit. But, having grown up in the 80s, I was a teenager in the 80s, coming into myself, my sexuality, and who I am as a person, and, what that meant in relation to the universe around me. And living in a small town in New Mexico, Roswell, of course, that wasn't too friendly. I got kicked out whenever I was 16. I actually got in trouble at school because I was passing a note, and this is just super raw, this is just kind of like a window right into my soul. But I was passing a note with this little lesbian friend of mine in detention because I got in Saturday school. I was a wonderful kid in high school, I promise. But, we're passing this note back and forth, and, we were just talking about stupid shit. It was really not even a real note. We were kind of trolling this guy before trolling was a thing. But, I said that my mom used to take me to gay bars whenever I was a kid, and I loved doing drag, but the bra cut into my back too much. And, for one, I've never been into drag. I don't have anything against it. It's fun to watch, but, I've personally never been into it. Mainly because I'm 6'8", and finding a size 16 heels is not easy. I'm comfortable being male. I don't really, subscribe to gender roles and, regulations and shit like that. I'm just comfortable being human. But anyways, I digress. It was a stupid note. And the vice principal got a hold of it. It was apprehended in the middle of Saturday school. So, he didn't want no queers at his school, basically. So he called my stepdad in twice that day, once for the whole gay thing, and for two because I got caught with cigarettes. So I really could not win that day. So needless to say, I wasn't allowed to go back to school the next day, and I had to move to another town with my dad. So, that's the extent of it. that's how my journey started, you know, as a young homosexual in the world. I moved to a bigger city. It was Las Cruces, so it wasn't huge, but, you know, it was a lot bigger. I used to go visit my dad there all the time. Luckily, I had a father that was fucking amazing and took me in with no question whatsoever. You know, I talk about my dad a lot because he was a really special man in my life. But, you know, mainly for that without any kind of question, without any hesitation, he didn't want to know if I was gay or straight or whatever. He just wanted me to know that I had a safe place with him. So, you know, I used to go visit him. And, like, there were stories. It was a college town. You know, NMSU's there. So, I used to go to the mall, and there was, like, this little store there that sold rainbow jewelry. And I bought this little necklace that had, like, it was like a black chain ball necklace. And it had these rainbow rings on it. And, you know, I was so proud of this thing. I would keep it tucked under my mattress. And whenever I go out with my friends on the weekends, like, you know, my mom was kind of cool. Like, she was trying to be, I think, in her weird conservative way. Like, she would let me wear, like, black lipstick and nail polish and eyeshadow and dress all crazy on the weekend as long as I kept my grades up. But then, as soon as, you know, the whole, like, gay thing came into question, and she defended it in some bullshit way later, and I never really fucking believed it. But that's neither here nor there, and I really don't want to bring her into this. But you know, it's like, there was a lot of adversity, and I overcame all that adversity. Like, you know, in high school, I never had a lot of problems because, like, I made friends with all the girls. So, like, if, you know, anybody got homophobic with me, their girlfriends would punch them. And, you know, also, like, my cousin was the coach at one of the for the football team. So all the football players fucking loved me. I had good relationships with people, so I never had a lot of trouble. That's, you know, not the case for everybody. Not everybody has that privilege, and not everybody gets that experience. A lot of people that go through what I went through at 16 end up on the streets, end up killing themselves, end up as prostitutes. You know, it's not a bright future. It's not a bright future all the time. I'm not saying that they can't overcome it. I'm just saying that's, you know, a lot to put on a 16-year-old. So, like I said, luckily I wasn't in that position. I was, you know, saved by my father. And, you know, it's like, once I came out, I was like, I'm never going the fuck back in. I'm never going the fuck back in. It was just so liberating. And, you know, like, I felt like I was free because there's always this big, deep secret inside me and everything. And, you know, blah, blah, blah. Everybody's heard that kind of story. But, I've always been like this stupid, hopeless romantic. Like, don't even get it twisted. I've been a hard ass a lot, but, you know, I've always really just wanted to meet, like, a great guy and get married. And, you know, like, 35 rolled around, and I'd been in a couple really toxic relationships. And, you know, then, like, the later 30s started rolling around, and I had literally just kind of given up. Like, I was reading articles about how to, you know, grow old alone and, you know, all this shit. Like, it was really kind of pathetic. But, then I met Sam. And, you know, I saw Sam, and, like, within, you know, just a night of hanging out with him and talking to him, I just knew he was the one. And, you know, for one, it was really funny because whenever I was coming up with, like, my ideal, partner or whatever, I was just kind of, like, throwing things out there one day. I was like, you know, I think it'd be really cool if he kind of looked like Chris Pratt. You know, I'm not, like, obsessed with Chris Pratt or anything. I just think he's a good-looking guy. And then, like, a couple days later, I met Sam, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he looks a lot like Chris Pratt. I don't know if anybody else sees it, but I definitely do. But, you know, I mean, that's not why I love him. But I just thought it was funny that I made that, like, kind of offhand comment a couple days before I met somebody that had a striking resemblance to who I was talking about. But I knew it was real because he started talking memes to me. You know, he was making a bunch of meme jokes to me the first night we met, and I just absolutely fell in love. And, like, I knew that I had to marry that guy. You know, he was absolutely everything that I'd ever asked for in a human being. And I really felt like I was that for him too. And, you know, it was really exciting that we could actually get married. You know, that it was a legal possibility that we could get married. And we had a great wedding. We had a lot of friends there. I'll put up a little slideshow at the end and show a couple of our pictures. But, you know, it was a great ceremony. We had a great time. We had it at my friend Wanda's ranch. It was really cool. It was just like at the house. We got married on the front porch. We had a dab bar complimentary of apothecary extracts. They were absolutely awesome. We had donuts for our wedding cake from this gourmet donut place that does all these like really decorative donuts and stuff like that. So, you know, it was just like, it was an awesome experience, and it's a day I will always remember. You know, it's just like, it just makes me smile anytime I think about it. So it's like yesterday, whenever I read Clarence Thomas, one of the Supreme Court justices that just killed Roe versus Wade, say that they should go after my marriage next, it really hurt me. It really cut me deep. It's the fact that there are people that are this hateful on the planet, that have this much hate in their hearts, that they care about what happens in my home enough to pass fucking laws preventing it, is so sad to me. It's so sad to me. And I know I'm like totally getting away from Roe versus Wade because, you know, like that's what starts it. You know, it's one group of rights that go. And as long as everybody's okay with that group losing their rights, another group's going to lose theirs. And if you don't think that the far right's going to turn their fucking angry ass heads to us next, you're insane, because they will. They're done with abortion. They've got their goal there. The next thing is going to be the sanctity of marriage. I guarantee it. This is going to be a long, hard fight. And I am tired. I am fucking tired of fighting. Like, it felt so great whenever, like, I woke up that one day and heard that the Supreme Court, you know, said that gay marriage was legal. Like, I remember waking up and just thinking, like, holy shit, it just felt like the fight was over. You know, it felt like, I knew it wasn't like over, but it was kind of like the witch was dead type thing. And like, it was the beginning of the end. And like, soon we could just like be, you know, like humans all together hanging out. So like, whenever I saw that, like, I was really upset whenever Roe versus Wade thing got overturned. Whenever I saw that, like, I didn't believe it at first. I was like, there's no way we went back to, you know, the 1970s overnight. But, you know, as it sunk in more and more, just like kind of lost my motivation. It was just really hard to connect with reality, I guess. And, I even like got really nauseated and like almost puked, I think. Like, either that or I'm getting, oh my God, now I'm saying it and I'm burping. Ugh, never mind. I'm not even going to speak those words into existence. But yeah, so it was just like, it was really jarring, and I just like really didn't want to do anything. I almost didn't make this video today because I'm like, I really don't want to talk about like my dreams and shit whenever like literally my dreams could be shattered at any moment by, you know, a group of people sitting up on a fucking hill that don't know me. You know, they have the right by the United States of America to judge me and what I do in my home and tell me that I can't do it anymore. So yeah, like, I really don't want to harp on it too much. It's just something like that I really wanted to share. And, you know, say like, this isn't just about women. This isn't about babies. This is about everybody. This is about everybody's personal freedoms. This is about everybody's right to privacy. This is about everybody's lives. I feel like I'm like on a like an after school special or something right now. But, you know, I've been having to stay stocked up on my A-lean all day because it's like, I've seriously just been kind of going through it. Like, I've been angry, I've been, you know, depressed. Like, it feels like we were just kind of punched in the face. And I'm, you know, I'm not like a typical activist. Like, I don't try to like go out of my way to stand up for certain causes. And, you know, it kind of made me think maybe I should more, you know. It's like maybe not using your voice hurts more than it helps. And if you have a voice, you need to use it. And I've got a very loud voice. I can be very loud, but I just wanted to kind of share that. And, you know, like, what's been going through my head during this whole thing. I know there's a bunch of stuff that I thought of earlier that I'm totally leaving out, but I kind of just unloaded a lot. So I'm going to let you go breathe, and I'm gonna go vape and hopefully get a nap after this little, cup here. And yeah, so, and then, on a side note, the whole Friday 420 thing kind of screwed up because we're still waiting on like a final step from YouTube. But we will be back tomorrow, myself and the whatever guy, with the I guess it'll be the Sunday 420. It'll be a live show. It'll be on the Whatever Thyme Inc. Channel here on YouTube. So make sure to pop over and give us a follow there. And other than that, I'm Justin Thyme. Thanks so much for, listening if you made it this far. Cheers.